we have Jenny from Trellis, and I will hand over to Jenny to tell you all about Trellis and the support and resources they have available. So Jenny, are you there?
I am. Thanks so
Brilliant.
much, Juliet. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak this afternoon. It's really terrific to be here, and I'm so inspired by hearing about all of these gardens. It's really fantastic to hear what's going on across the country. So, good afternoon, everybody, and just to introduce Trellis, in case you don't know about us, because we're kind of a bit of a well-kept secret sometimes. We're the national charity that supports people in care, health, education and community settings to use gardening activities to support wellbeing. That's our main aim. And we're also the UK professional body for social and therapeutic horticulture in partnership with Thrive. This is quite a new venture for us. We've taken this on in the past year and we're developing it. I don't need to go into any detail about the benefits of gardening because you've all really illustrated that so well through all your presentations. It's fantastic. So I'm just going to talk about Trellis and the services we provide. So we're based in Perth in central Scotland, but we have a big online presence because we deliver information, training and support through a variety of media. We have web pages, we've got resources such as fact sheets and online learning courses. We've got live Zoom sessions. We do in-person networking and good practice sharing events, as well as we have a social media presence on Facebook and Instagram. And we have how to adapt and carry out gardening activity videos on YouTube as well. So we try to get across all sorts of platforms so that people can interact with us easily. Next slide, please, thanks. So the best way to access our services is to take a look at our web pages and sign up to our email newsletter. That's at the bottom of the Trellis homepage if you'd like more information straight into your inbox. So I'd also urge you here, because there's so many fantastic projects here, if you are supporting a gardening group, a specific group, please put yourself on the Trellis map. We have a map and we'd invite you to join our network and put yourself on the map and be counted as a therapeutic gardening project. So have a look at that if you can. So what support does Trellis offer? Well, we've got a range of free and low cost training options and resources, and I'm just going to run through them, which I've got them highlighted on this slide here. So we do, as I mentioned, live demonstrations. These are usually, we do about 2 a month, and these are quick demonstrations of practical activities, and they're mostly tabletop gardening activity demonstrations. And we have a CPD certificate that goes alongside them. So if you're looking for gardening activity inspiration to do things with your groups, and possibly a lot of you don't need that inspiration because you've got loads of it there, I can see. But if you are looking for inspiration throughout the year, we do have these live demonstrations. We also, as I mentioned, have them videoed as gardening activity videos on our YouTube channel. And we also do gardening activity sheets as well, which you can download for free. That's some of the main ways you can find out about activities. Next slide, please. So we also have a book which we've produced, so you'd never be short. This has got 52 easy to achieve tabletop gardening activities, one for every week of the year. So there's lots there, and we've got that. This is something that we sell to raise funds for our charity. And you can, if you use QR codes, you can use that QR code there to go to the online shop and get free postage if you'd like it. So we have lots of tips on how to adapt activities for specific groups as well, and about how to engage your clients and to stimulate interest and use gardening to stimulate interest and conversation. I think one of the main themes that came out of all your presentations is that people use gardening as a tool for socializing. It's a great way of bringing people together and talking and stimulating conversations. So It's something that can be used in lots of different settings, indoors as well as outdoors, for that purpose as well. Next slide, please. So we also run in-person events, and we aim to go out to communities across the country and encourage them to get together. So groups like yourselves, it's sometimes really useful to join together with others in an event a bit like this, where we'll exchange ideas, good practice, and support each other to support our gardeners. The next one we're having is on the 17th of March. It's up in Aberdeen, and we'll be having a bit of a garden tour, some soup and a nice networking lunch, and we've got presentations from a few gardens up there. There's the ADA therapeutic gardening, and they are the drug and alcohol dependency group up there. They have a therapeutic gardening. We're going to be hearing about the Aberdeen Royal Infirmary roof garden. And we've got a bit of a focus on wildlife. So it's not just the well-being of the people, but the well-being of the wildlife in the garden. So we're going to have some input from organisations supporting wildlife. So there'll be lots of interesting things to talk about and do that afternoon. So we also run a query service. So if you have any questions at all about running groups, about therapeutic gardening, about anything really, please get in touch with us. If we don't know the answer, we can put the question out to the network, and there are over 450 gardening projects that have signed up to the Trellis network. And if we don't know the answer, somebody out there will, and it's a great resource for finding out about things for this particular field of gardening support. So we answered over 120 queries last year, and it looks like the same again this year. So it's very popular, and you can contact us by email or give us a phone. Sometimes we just need to actually see the place that you're working in, and in order to help out. So we can help with layout and planting plans and gardening know-how, and we can also deliver some specialist training to you if that's appropriate and you'd like that. We have a team of freelance field workers who are funded by Trellis, and that allows us to reach out across Scotland from the Highlands to the Scottish borders. So that's very useful, and you can go on and have a look, see our team there, and that's some of them pictured on the slide there. So they're a great team with a great deal of knowledge and skills. Thanks. So we also run in-person training. We're funded to do that. At the moment, my colleague Joan is making these berry wreaths with the groups of Cancer Support Group in Ayrshire. Their volunteers wanted to understand how to make wreaths, and then they're going to go out and do that with their the groups that they support. So we are training this year. We're training both them and Alzheimer's Scotland volunteers in Ayrshire to do gardening activities, and we're going to be following up the festive Christmas one with a spring, a summer and an autumn focused training. So we really just aim to give these volunteers skills and gain confidence, because a lot of these people don't garden at all. So it's about enthusing people that don't garden to get their confidence up and give them the skills to do something that they can take and engage others in as well. So we also offer some more in-depth training online. We have a seasonal gardening activities programme, and that's 4 seasonal units, and it's a rolling programme. We've just had the winter unit open for enrolment. That was on the 1st of December. So that's something you can do if you want to increase your understanding about therapeutic gardening. Have a little look. You can try it for free, and there's a link there on our training page, and you can have a click into it and have a look if that's of interest to you. We're also developing a PDA, Professional Development Award in therapeutic gardening. Some of my colleagues are doing that, and if you are interested at all, we'd like to know of your interest, because we're trying to gauge interest as well. If you can scan that QR code and give us a few details, that would be terrific. If not, please just contact me after this, and I'll get you a link to get your information. So, we're also, as I mentioned, the UK professional body for social and therapeutic horticulture, and there's a register of practitioners. We're developing a register of practitioners, a code of conduct, and a supervision framework. So if you want to take this on and develop it as as a profession for yourselves, you can have a look at this. Please join our steering group, and learn a bit more about it. You can also scan there and just give your details, and we'll send you bulletins about what's happening in that. This is the Trellis map I was talking about, and as you can see, all the 450 are very crushed into a small picture there. But as you can see, they're spread across Scotland, from the very Northern Isles, the Western Isles, and both Central Belt, of course, the biggest population and the biggest concentration of therapeutic gardening projects. And as I say, if you are supporting a specific group and you would like to put yourself on the map, please just go to the Trellis map, and you can read how to do that. It's quite simple and straightforward, and it just maps and literally adds to the understanding of therapeutic gardening projects across Scotland. If you're in England, there is an equivalent link as well on that page. So please pass the word around, and encourage people to do that if you can. Thanks very much. Thank you very much for listening. And that's our contact details there, and we'd be delighted to be talking with you in the future. Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks, Jenny. Great to learn a bit more. I mean, we had the in-person seminar in Stirling years and years ago. I think we had Fiona along to give a presentation about Trellis, but things have moved on so much since then. So it's really nice to have you along to update us about the support and resources you have. So thank you.
You're welcome.